Namaste and welcome to Tridevi Chamunda Mandir in Denver, Colorado. This is Yamajit, and thank you so very much for joining me tonight for part 3 of our series on the 64 Yoginis. Tonight we're going to be honoring both a goddess and a sacred river, Narmada. A couple of announcements. So this coming Tuesday for our Satsang will be the next installment of our breathwork series. This will include practices for releasing tension and also combating fatigue. And then next Friday will be our monthly Yoga Nidra meditation. I'd like to say namaste to Kim and Bryce, who are joining right now. And anybody else who's tuning in at this point, I invite you to say hello using the chat function. So let's go ahead and go into our satsang. So in the Tamil language, Narmada means the magnificent mother. The prefix nar means sweet, as in fragrances, and then the second part, mata, means mother. Another root word, narma, means tenderness or the giver of pleasure. Narma can also mean joy, and the second part, da, is the one who gives. So Narmada is the yogini who gives joy. Nar, in the Nawari language of the Kathmandu Valley, also means of humanity. So a goddess of humanity. So the holy river Narmada is the embodiment of the goddess Narmada. The river itself flows westward through central India, empties into the Arabian Sea, and there are numerous temples on its banks. Namaste to Jamie. So, like the Ganges, the Narmada River removes the sins and is regarded as being so holy that to remove one's sins over all lifetimes, one must bathe for 3 years in the Sarasvati River, for 7 days in the Yamuna, and 1 day in the Ganges, which I've done, or merely glance at the Narmada River. There are various myths surrounding this goddess. One says that she was born from the body of Lord Shiva, and this is a legend that's kind of similar to the goddess Athena springing from the head of Zeus in the Greco-Roman tradition. It is said that Lord Shiva meditated one day so deeply and so hard that he started perspiring. And Shiva's sweat accumulated in a lake and started flowing to form a river. And that river is the Narmada. In another legend, says that 2 teardrops fell from the eyes of Lord Brahma and yielded 2 rivers. One is the Narmada, and the other is the river Sona. Legends have it that even Ma Ganga herself bathes in Narmada's waters, and when she does so, she's in the shape of a black cow, and she does this to cleanse herself of the sins that she herself has collected from all the pilgrims bathing in that river to wash away their sins. So it is said that the goddess Narmada is slim and beautiful, and all the gods and demons wanted to marry her. And so she had to flee and dodge those prospects. However, she was able to disappear when they were in her proximity. She played hide and seek with them, and one inference, our Narmada is her playful attitude of dodging. Finally, she surrendered herself to Lord Shiva. And the Lord was pleased in her absolute devotion. Shiva blessed her and said, "May you become a holy river, and may your waters always be full." Think of all the ways that water cycles through the world's environments, condensing, freezing, evaporating, for example. Narmada is also associated with the Nagas, the snake spirits, who are associated with different bodies of water. And it is said that her waters are held effective against snakebite. The river is also called Shankari, meaning daughter of Shankar, which is another name of Lord Shiva. The river then had pebbles rolling in the riverbed to take the shape of the emblem of the linga. And today, stone Shiva lingams come from stone that is found around the Narmada River. These are a form of jasper, usually with red, brown, and gray colors. And something I learned a couple of days ago researching this presentation is that millions of years ago, there was a large meteor or asteroid impact in that part of India. It resulted in a tremendous amount of heat, melting both the meteor and the surrounding silica base rock to form this form of jasper. And so the red part of the lingam comes from the meteorite. A lot of meteorites tend to be made of iron and nickel, and the remaining is of the original stone that was in this region. The goddess Narmada is the third of the 64 yoginis. And just to review, the 64 yoginis are female deities who represent different yogic powers. And they're also regarded as the female attendants of Shiva and or Durga. So in her sculpture at the Chalsati or 64 Yogini temple in Hirapur, the state of Orissa, we see her, of course, some things have been broken away from this image. So it's kind of hard to tell what she's holding. But she is drinking from a skull cup. She has a conch shell to her ear. And you really can't see the details of this photo, but her mala, her necklace, are made up of conch shells. And she is standing upon an elephant. So the kapala, the skull cup, represents the transformation of consciousness. The conch, in this respect, is a tool used for bathing images, yantras, and even people who, while they're being blessed. And so this represents a clearing away, the clearing away of our sins, a clearing away of those parts of ourselves that are keeping us from expressing our true potential. And there's the little elephant on the bottom. So the elephant, kind of like in our culture, we say an elephant never forgets. The elephant symbolizes wisdom, and it suggests the importance of wisdom in life. The elephant also represents the power of the divine to remove obstacles. Think of Lord Ganesha. And when I've taught in the past about Ganesha, imagine you're walking down the street and somebody is coming the opposite direction, riding on an elephant. People are going to get out of that elephant's way. So the goddess Sri Narmada is worshipped for success in life, also for not becoming addicted to worldly life, and wisdom is the tool for that. Sri Narmada Yogini standing on the elephant means that we should have control over our desires. Now, we can't totally do away with desire. I mean, even the desire for enlightenment is a desire, but we can choose those desires that are most beneficial to ourselves and others. In other words, Narmada helps us to not let our desires run amok. Sitting on or standing on an elephant can be a rather difficult activity. I've done it myself. It signifies alertness and practice as not to fall into the trap of our desires. So I'd like to refer to our altar and a modern illustration of Narmada. So notice that she is in her river. There's temples on the shore. Being a river goddess, she's riding a crocodile, which signifies that she's associated with waters or rivers. She has 4 arms. One is displaying the mudra of dispelling fear. There's a little red swastika drawn on her palm to represent auspiciousness. She has a trident related to Lord Shiva. So we have a trident upon our altar. She is holding a Shiva lingam. So again, her association with Lord Shiva and the fact that the stone for Shiva linga come from the stone in that region where her river flows. In another hand, she's holding a conch for bathing, and she's holding a water pot or kalash, again representative of her cleansing waters. I also have on our altar a little piece of driftwood that looks very much like a crocodile, and also a single face Rudraksha to again represent Lord Shiva. Okay. So the mantras that are associated with Narmada, and we're going to be using both of these in our puja. One is Om Aing Shanti Svaha. Shanti, of course, is peace. Aing is the principle of creation. And then the other mantra will be Om Narmadae Namah. So Sri Narmada is offered orange or yellow colored flowers, orange or yellow colored fruit, a lamp of ghee, incense sticks of a natural orange color if available, and also white color chandan or sandalwood powder. We're going to be using some sandalwood oil tonight. So let's go ahead and start our puja. Typically, for our Yogini pujas, we do homa offerings. That is, we're doing fire offerings. It's a fire puja, but it seems very appropriate because she's associated with her river that instead we're going to do water offerings, and we're going to offer them to our Sri Yantra. This is a 3-dimensional yantra carved from a piece of garnet, and she is sitting in a small kapala. So to begin our puja, I invite you to find a comfortable position where you can easily look upon your screen with a relaxed gaze. Whether you're sitting on a mat like I am or in a chair, make sure you're in a position where your spine is aligned. And I'd like to start with a simple meditation. In the beginning, I invite you to close your eyes. And let's just start out with some yogic breathing. Deep, slow breath. Focusing on the sensation of air entering and leaving your nostrils. Focusing on the sensation of air entering and leaving the lungs, inflating the lungs. Breathing out those concerns of yesterday and tomorrow so that you can focus on this present moment. And breathing in a sense of relaxation, a sense of peace, knowing you're in a safe space to explore this divine force within yourself and around you. And then focusing on your heart center. I invite you to take a moment and just silently connect with that divine force within yourself. And also think about some small aspect in your life that's ready for transformation. That's ready to be transformed, healed. Something to let go of. That Narmada's holy waters can simply wash away with its natural flow. And maybe even starting to feel cleaner, maybe lighter, just thinking about those flowing waters. And so we're going to open our practice tonight by chanting the syllable Aing 3 times. Take an inhalation. Second inhalation. Third inhalation. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Slowly opening your eyes, looking upon your screen with a relaxed gaze. Om Pavitra Pavitro Sarvavistam Gatopiva Yashmade Pandarikaksham Sabhyabhyanta Sushi. Om Shuklam Bharadhanam Vishnum Seshivanam Shatobhajam Prasanavananam Dayat Sarva Vignopasantaye. Jai Ganesha. Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshvara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Sri Guruve Namah. Jai Guru. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sagandim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukameva Bandhanan Mrityur Mukshiyamamritan. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Jayanti Mangalakali Bhadrakali Kapalini Durga Shama Shivadatri Svasvada Namostute. Jayatvam Devi Chamunde Jaya Bhuti Taharani Jaya Sarvagate Devi Kalaratri Namostute. Jai Makali. Om Aing Shanti Namah. Om Namadaye Namah. Jai Ma Narmada. So for our puja mantra, let's use Om Aing Shanti Namah. And you're welcome to join in. Om Aing Shanti Namah. 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 Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Jai Ma Narmada Devi. So I'm going to share with you a hymn to the goddess Narmada. It's a hymn of 9 verses. It's called the Narmada Ashtakam. And so for our water offerings, I'm going to sing the verses of this hymn in Sanskrit. And then we're going to go into a meditation. I'm going to invite you to close your eyes and breathe deeply. And I'm going to read the hymn again in English. That way you get the energies of the original language and also its meaning. Narmada Ashtikam Sabindu Sindhu Shushalat Taranga Bangaranjitam Disatu Papa Chata Chata Kariva Samyutam Kritana Duta Kalabuta Piti Harivarmadi Tvadya Pada Pankajam Namami Devi Narmade. Tvadambulina Dinamina Divya Sampradakam Kalu Malu Oga Bara Hari Sarva Tutta Nayakam Sumacha Kacha Nakra Chakra Chakravaka Samade Tvadya Padya Pankajam Namami Devi Narmade. Maha Gabira Nira Pura Papaduta Bhutatam Dvanat Samasta Pata Karidari Tapada Akalam Jigalai Mahabai Mikanda Sunu Harmadi Tvadya Pada Pankajam Namami Devi Narmade. Gutam tada evame bhavam tvad ambu viksitam yada brikanda sunu sanaka asura adiseva sarvada punabhava abdi janma jambhava adhi dukkha varmade tvadyapa prakajam namami devi narmade. Alaksha Laksha Kinara Amarasura Adapujitam Sulaksha Niratira Dira Pakshi Laksha Kutjam Vasita Sita Pipala Adi Sharmade Tvadia Pada Pankajam Namami Devi Narmade. Sana Kumara Nakicheta Kashyapa Ajat Sat Padya Dritam Svakya Manasyo Narada Adi Satpaladi Ravi Endurantiva Deva Davraja Karma Sharmade Tvadiyapada Pankajam Namami Devi Narmade. Alaksha Laksha Laksha Papa Laksha Sarasa Ayudham Tatastu Jiva Jantu Tantu Bhukti Mukti Dayakam Veransi Vishnu Shankara Svakilya Dharma Varmada Tvadiya Pada Pangajam Namami Devi Narmade. Aho Amritam Svanam Sutam Mahesha Kesha Jataita Krirata Sutta Vadavasyu Pandite Shantenate Doranta Papatata Hara Sarva Jantu Sarmade Vadia Pada Pankajam Namami Devi Narmade. Idam tu namadaskam Srikalameva Sadha Patante te nirantam Nayante durgatim kada Subhya deyadurlabam Mahesha Dharma Garavam Punabhava Narenavai Vilokyante Rasvarasam. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namadaye Namah. Om Narmadaye Namah. Om Namadaye Namah. Om Narmadaye Namah. Om Narmadye 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 Namah. Om Namadye Namah. Om Naramadye Namah. Om Naramadye Namah. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So I invite you now to close your eyes. Breathe deeply. Feeling the energies of the mantra and imagining the waters of Narmada cleansing you. Breathe deeply and let the words, the power of the hymn and the words in English guide your consciousness to where it needs to be at this moment. Om. Salutations to Devi Narmada, your river body, illuminated with sacred drops of water, flows with mischievous playfulness, bending with waves. Your sacred water has the divine power to transform those who are prone to hatred, the hatred born of sins. You put an end to the fear of the messenger of death by giving your protective armor of refuge. O Devi Narmada, I bow to you, to your lotus feet. Give us your refuge. Salutations to the Devi Narmada. You confer your divine touch to the lowly fish merged in your holy waters. You take away the weight of the sins in this age of Kali, and you are the foremost among the pilgrims. You confer happiness to the many fishes, tortoises, crocodiles, geese, and chakra birds dwelling in your waters. O Devi Narmada, we bow down to your lotus feet. Please give us your refuge. Salutations to Devi Narmada. Your river body is deep and overflowing, the waters of which remove the sins of the earth. And it flows with great force, making a loud, reverberating sound, splitting asunder mountains of distresses, the distresses which bring our downfall. In the heart of this world, you provide a place of rest and assure great fearlessness. You who gave the place of refuge at your banks to the son of the Rishi Markandeya was the son of Rishi Markandu. O Devi Narmada, we bow down to your lotus feet. Please give us your refuge. O salutations, Devi Narmada. O Devi, after we have seen your divine water, our attachment to this worldly life has indeed vanished. Your waters, which are revered by the sun, the sons of the rishis, and the enemies of the asuras, the demons. Your water, which is a protective shield against the sorrows of the ocean of worldly existence, caused by repeated births in this ocean of samsara, of worldly existence. O Devi Narmada, we bow down to your lotus feet. Please give us your refuge. Salutations to Devi Narmada. You are worshipped by innumerable invisible celestial beings, by celestial musicians, by devas, and also the demons and others. Your river body with auspicious waters, as well as your river banks, which are calm composed, are filled with the sweet sounds of innumerable cooing birds. You confer happiness to great sages. O Devi Narmada, we bow down to your lotus feet. Please give us your refuge. Salutations to Devi Narmada. By the rishis, who are like the six-feeted bees, since they seek honey of divine communion, a communion held at your lotus feet. In their heart, they are also bee-like, including the sages Narada and others, all held at your lotus feet and in your heart. You confer happiness to the sun, to the moon, to the devas, to Indra, by making their work successful. O Devi Narmada, we bow down to your lotus feet. Please give us your refuge. Salutations to the Devi Narmada. You cleanse innumerable invisible and visible sins with your river body, the banks of which are beautifully decorated with innumerable cranes and swans. In that holy place, in your river banks, you give both bhukti, worldly prosperity, and mukti, liberation, to the series of living beings, including animals, who take your shelter. The presence of Brahma, Vishnu, and Shankara in your holy Dharma provide a protective shield of blessings to the devotees. O Devi Narmada, we bow down to your lotus feet. Please give us your refuge. Salutations to the Devi Narmada. We only hear the sound of immortality flowing down your river body, originating from the matted hairs of Shankara, Lord Shiva, and filling your riverbanks. In your riverbanks, everybody, whether mountain tribe, charioteer, Brahmin, learned and wise, deceitful, gets purified within the dances of your waters. You vigorously removing sins and the heat of the miseries of life, of all animals, including human beings. You confer that happiness, born of purification, O Devi Narmada. We bow down to your lotus feet. Please give us your refuge. Salutations to Devi Narmada, those who always, during the 3 times of day, recite constantly. They do not ever undergo misfortune. It becomes easy to obtain the great privilege of going to the abode of Mahesha, which is very difficult for the embodied being to attain. And those persons who do not have to see the fearful world again by taking birth. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. I invite you now to meditate in a place of stillness and a place of silence. Jema, Jema, Jema. I invite you now to take a deep and clearing breath, slowly opening your eyes, coming back to your personal space. Jai Ma Narmada Devi, Jai Ma Narmada Devi, Jai Ma Narmada Devi. Then I invite you to bring the palms of your hands together at your heart center for our benediction. Om Sarva Mangala Mangalye Shiva Svada Sadike Saranye Trambake Devi Naryane Namostute. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityoma Amritagamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Tat Sat Om. Jai Ganesha. Jai Guru. Om Namah Shivaya. Jai Ma Devi. Jai Ma Kali. Jai Ma Narmada Devi. Jai Mata Di. Jai Mata Di. Jai Mata Di. And namaste. Blessings always. Thank you so very much for joining me tonight. Knowing you can replay this broadcast anytime you like to do this puja again whenever you have need. And thank you so very much. Jai Ma. Jai Ma. Jai Ma. So I hope you enjoyed that. And namaste, and thank you especially to Kim, Jamie, and Bryce. And you're very welcome. The thank you I just got. And wish you a wonderful night ahead. And in the days ahead, you might just look for little subtle changes in your life from taking part in this practice. And I look forward to you joining me on Tuesday for our third installment of our Breathwork series. Till then, have a wonderful night, a wonderful weekend ahead. And Jai Ma, Jai Ma, Jai Ma.